I was talking about the reception of hell, where millions of souls were stuck, their lower body would dip in the fire, they were suffering extreme torment. This suffering is inexplicable we cannot with human word describe fundamental truth about the level of suffering in hell. I tried to find human word to make you understand. People regretted their sin. On that day demons were rounded souls in the reception of hell, in order to lead them to their respective prison, and in each prison there were cells of isolation, where souls of men were trapped. There were 12 tunnels going from the reception of hell heading to the 351 chambers of hell. On that day the Lord led me to visit one of the chambers of hell. We left the reception of hell, and took a dark tunnel leading to many chambers of hell. The Lord led me to the prison of the greedy. Darkness was absolute in this place, the kind of darkness you never imagine and seen in the world. There was terror and fear generated in this place. I was clung to the Lord, as he was talking to me and telling, Aston, you must take note of everything that you see, and you must warn the people of the world, for this place is not appropriate for my people. I left an inheritance on the earth, and the only inheritance that I left my people is my word. My church must be fed with the word, and they must be instructed in my word. The word must become your way of life. There are still horrible things for you to see, and what you will see in this place will change your perspective, and will cause your heart to be more attached to me. Tell my people not to play with sin, for sin is a little fact that kill with little step. The devil has put in the heart of men to commit sin and not feel guilty. You are living in age of battle. Evil's forces are dominating and controlling the way humans perceive things. People will commit sin and abominable things without remorse. They will love sin, will become a lifestyle. Sin will be encouraged by the government that will vote laws to make it normal. But tell my people not to conform themselves to this age. As we continue to move on this alley, demons were passing us in great speed. They seem happy with their task of tormenting lost souls, and they did it with joy and peace. For men were prey and victim in this horrendous place. Demon found joy in the suffering of damned souls. We finally arrived before a portal where fire was escaping. The gate was ugly and everything was dark around this portal. I saw demon stations and them moving around the gate. I saw big snake moving and insect crawling in this place. I saw demon that look like shadow. They were holding weapon, such as javelin and spear, and these weapon were sharp and cutting. These shadow demon were like drunk, for they stagger left and right. These weak spirit exuded a rotten smell, an unacceptable smell that took my breath away. This place was deplorable. The heart of men would not be able to face and bear these realities. These furious evil forces had irresistible power that men could not withstand unless God is with us. They had very long nails, and they were scratching themselves. As a result, rot and worms were coming out of them. The Lord said, "These shadow figures that you are witnessing are the guardians of this prison. They were established here by the satanic hierarchy to keep the gate, so that no one can come in and come out. But we are going to get in, because I overcame and received the key of death and the abode of the deads. I got it when I died on the cross for humanity. I hold the key of death and hell." Aston. These demons before the gate are the demons of incurable diseases. When they enter people's body, they decomposes inside the body of the victim. Medicines will have no effect on the victim. These are also demons of hard head. When they enter the heart and head of men, they give men hard heart in relation to my words. The demonized person would not be persuaded even if they hear my word. These spirit are demon of war. They wage war in victory, and they have conquered the earth. Brother demons were numerous before the gate of this prison. Some of them were singing insulting song that was blasphemous towards the Lord, and they were mocking the condemned and damned souls that were tormented beyond the gate of this prison, and demons rejoice because of the suffering of lost souls. Finally we move forwards towards these evil forces. The great light exuded by the Lord was so intense that these demons could not bear it. They scatter and move away because they could not bear the light. They left the gate attended, and they stood in a relative distance watching us. When I look above the gate of this prison, I saw abominable images and sculptures, similar to what is in the Catholic building in France. There were numerous and intertwined and lugubrious sculptures. These were abominable images difficult to watch. The Lord said, "You see these abominable images, this is because leaders of false religion come here to copy this demonic architecture and bring them to earth. Brother, we must be careful with sculptures we bring home. It was made known to me that Satanists come to this place and take these images are in various art center. Many people buy sculptures and images and place them in their home. Dimensional doorway open, and demon come to people homes and control them. When you have this image of Versace in your home or image of star, this give access to the enemy. In art center many you will find these sculptures. We need discernment when we buy things in the market, around nasty images that I saw above this prison gate. It was written, "Prison of the Greedy." I did not know that being greedy led to this place. The Lord showed me the list of sin that led people here. It was written, the chamber of those who practice cupidity. They were regarded as greedy, were led by cupidity. Those who strive only for their own interest, those only think of themselves, all those grab from other for their own interest. They are ready to offend and harm others other to get what they want. People who only think about themselves. There were also who those were ready to do all that is necessary to get what they want at all cost. They have not limit, always ready to go the extra length. Seeing this list I cried, and I remember our selfishness, how we are ready to all in order to possess the good of this world. There was a parchment above the gate, where offenses. When that gate opened, fire broke out. We finally entered the place. There was fire. We were inside an unbearable fire. Everywhere there were fire inside fire. I was surrounded and enveloped by inexplicable fire. It was immense and kept multiplying every second and minute. There was no atmosphere, for it was fire. I felt lost in the fire, for there were millions of souls in the fire burning. They were countless trapped in the fire. Then I saw a gate inside the fire. We entered the gate. Immediately I saw splashes of fire. Inside the fire there were little pit, in which people were stuck. In hell, demon don't build pit. It is sin that people commit, that all material with which pit are arranged. Man will fall in the dig he had dug. In this hole souls of men were inside little pit, where only their inferior part that were inside the pit. The Lord said this: they are standing and stuck in a very little and restrained pit. These souls suffer cramps. They cannot sit or move. They are trapped and standing there. People's hands were laid on the ground that was filled with splash of liquid fire. They wished to lift their hand to avoid fire, but they cannot do it forever. They had to lay down their hand on the ground filled with splashed of fire, that were burning their flesh even inside the bones, and they were left skeletal. Since people upper part were exposed, not in the holes, there were demon in this place that were coming with the most cruel weapon ever. They strike these souls on the forehead and back of the head. They strike on the chest and the back on these defenseless souls. Some were decapitated. Some were butchered in many parts. The degree of torment for these souls was unacceptable. Let us repent sincerely,